This is me, earlier in the week, shooting street photography in Whitechapel. We come back to the street photography, I promise, and I promise you're going to love it, but I've got something else I need to talk to you about first. Right, this is me, earlier in the week, sitting at my desk. I just written my journal, and I kind of got into thinking about how, like, what inspires me, like what's facilitating me shooting the way that I shoot, and has been like all of these years. And of course that changes, but for me, a big part of my shooting, always wanting to get in close, to shoot wide, to shoot close. I want those characters bleeding through the lens, and it's this guy, well, the guy that directed these films, yeah, Sergio Leone, and he's cinematographer, Tonino Colli, spaghetti westerns. I absolutely love that kind of cinematic, how to fucking get the camera there kind of a shot. And these movies, and others like it, hardwired me, really. It's one of the reasons why I shoot wide-angle lenses. And it's difficult, right, for me to be pushing it in the way that these guys are pushing it. They're meant to be doing it. I'm out on the street. It's a lot more difficult for us guys. It's my intention. Wide-angle lenses, especially the truly wide-angle lenses that I'll shoot with 20mm, 24mm, that's 13mm and 16mm on the Fujis that I'm currently shooting with. But 20mm, 24mm equivalent, they'll bend the well, they'll distort it. And I get it, a lot of these guys are using like anamorphic lenses, but a lot of Leone's extreme close-ups in his spaghetti westerns often exhibited like facial distortion. The face kind of swells into the lens. It'll stretch. It's kind of strange, but it's alive. Like, what's the camera doing there, for God's sake? Other cinematographers and photographers, they kind of play that game, letting distortion contribute and amplify a character. Like, I want that energy in my portraits. Now, here's the thing. I don't all the time. So when I'm shooting client work, perhaps I don't want that, the extreme of that. But when I do want it, I lean into it. It's deliberate. The face is a landscape, it can be. And sometimes I want to let it shift and bend and stretch, and to experiment with perspective, to show people something that's daring and different and a little off the beaten track. You have to play with this stuff, guys. Don't be afraid to experiment. You know, most of what I'm inspired by is good cinema, like Sergio Leone, Tarantino, David Fincher, Jean-Luc Godard, Martin Scorsese. Like, you need a good diet of cinema and photography. Like, what goes in, what you consume, is going to be reflected in what comes out, despite yourself. What I mean by that is if your photography and cinema diet is mediocre, that'll be reflected in the work you create. Like, how could it be any other way? Don't be afraid to screw it up when you're shooting. Like, who cares? Like, nobody's looking. This is one of the things that holds people back. They're so scared of getting it wrong. They're like a deer caught in the headlights. Like, who cares what anyone else thinks?